Nancy rolled her eyes and resumed stretching. She and her friends were used to getting all kinds of attention, even teasing, about the Clue Crew. The Clue Crew was Nancy, Bess, and George's mystery-solving club. Their headquarters were located in Nancy's room. They stored their clues in one of Nancy's desk drawers. George kept track of their cases on Nancy's computer. Just then, a boy named Gregory Offredew came up to the girls. He was wearing a black t-shirt with the words "Dancing Fool" on it, black sweatpants, and black ballet shoes. He gave a friendly wave. "Hi," Gregory said. "My mom made some chocolate chip cookies. Does anyone want one?" He reached into his dance bag and pulled out a plastic container. "Yum! Thanks!" Bess plucked a cookie out of the container and bit into it. She began coughing and gagging. "Yuck! What is this?" Gregory burst into laughter. "I got you," he guffawed. "These cookies are totally fake. They're from my sister's toy kitchen." Deirdre quickly took her digital camera out of her dance bag and snapped a picture. "I got you too, Bess," she giggled. She held out the tiny screen on her camera for everyone to see. She had managed to get a picture of Bess's grossed-out expression and the fake cookie hanging out of her mouth. Nancy shook her head at Gregory. He always seemed to be playing practical jokes. Once, he'd put fake worms in George's water bottle. Another time, he'd put ice cubes in Madison's ballet slippers. Bess handed the cookie back to Gregory. "You can have this back," she said huffily. She turned to Deirdre. "And you can delete that picture." "No way," Deirdre said with a grin. "I might even post it on my website." Deirdre had her own website called Dishing with Deirdre. Her father had helped her set it up. "Don't you dare!" Bess cried out. Mr. McGuire clapped his hands. "Girls and boys, I want everyone on the floor, now." Nancy and her friends hurried over to the middle of the floor and sat down with their legs crossed. Deirdre, Madison, and Gregory sat down nearby. The other students in the class included Nadine Nardo and Andrea Wu from River Heights Elementary School. There were also about a dozen kids who went to other schools. In Cinderella, Gregory played the part of the prince. Deirdre and Madison were the wicked stepsisters. George was the wicked stepmother. Bess was the fairy godmother. Nancy, Nadine, and Andrea were mice who magically turned into Cinderella's coach drivers. They were also dancers and attendants at the prince's ball, along with some other kids. The lead role of Cinderella was played by a girl named Autumn Gooden. Nancy glanced around. Autumn wasn't here yet. It wasn't like her to be late for class. Scruffy, Mr. McGuire's golden retriever, came up to Gregory and gave him a kiss. For some reason, Scruffy loved to give Gregory wet, sloppy dog kisses. Nancy wondered if it was because Gregory often fed the dog cookies, real cookies, when Mr. McGuire wasn't looking. Mr. McGuire sat down on his special blue director's chair in the front of the studio. "Hello, class," he began. "Hi, Mr. McGuire," the class replied in unison. Mr. McGuire had light brown hair and a slender, serious face. He used to be a professional ballet dancer. Nancy, George, and Bess had seen him in a production of The Nutcracker last year in Chicago. Nancy had loved the special holiday ballet, especially the second act, which was set...